Hello, my name is Jack Worthington, and this is my interview for coaching and performance and fitness at St Anselm's College. I'm currently a hockey coach at the school, coaching the Year 10 team, which I've been doing all this year. And this is my sports interview on how I'm going to improve the players as much as possible, as well as my role as a coach. My job roles and aims. Firstly, my role is to be a coach of the college to help the players develop as much as possible. I do this through watching their games and providing coaching sessions with the ability and the things they need to improve. I need to provide supervision and guidance over the training sessions in order for the team to be well and ready to succeed in a game. I perform and teach players drills in order to perform their shooting, passing, and teamwork abilities. I need to encourage teamwork and group coordination within the team through team building exercises such as team drills, one-on-one drills that the team can do together. I need to help the players become confident in their ability and skill. You do this through as well training and having a captain which motivates the rest of the team to play well. Skills and knowledge for coaching. Firstly, organisation. Organisation is important in making sure that the team's training plans are efficient and thorough, allowing for the players to make as much progress as possible. As well as that, a planned training session allows the players to follow a more structured routine set out for them. Secondly, rapport building. I must have a good relationship with the team, therefore they can play to the best of their ability and feel comfortable in their sporting environment. As well as this, they feel confident to ask questions and not be embarrassed of anything they can ask. Thirdly, communication. Communication allows me to speak with the team and find common goals and interests which can help the team develop as a whole. I can do this through watching the games and spotting the weaknesses of the players, then feeding back after the game and providing feedback in the drills that we do, which will improve these mistakes that they're making in the game. Fourth, a motivator. It is important I encourage and motivate the performers in order for them to continue playing and allow them to get better. If there's not thorough coaching, the players may become unmotivated and may just give up, compared to if you give them feedback, the right feedback, they keep working, they'll see improvements in their skill and continue playing for the team. The qualities required from a top level coach. Firstly, organisation. When coaching sports, a coach must be able to organise a team and their positions, as well as the sessions they complete to allow them for team success. Without the right organisation of the right sessions, players may be improving the wrong things and may not improve their skill issues that they need fixing. Secondly, communication. A coach must communicate well with its players so they understand the aims and goals of a game, as well as the training sessions. If the coach does not communicate well with the players during the training session, they ask for feedback after the end of it so he can work on the next things. If players feel that the session is not providing any help for them, the coach can replan with the teammates and decide what they need to improve on, and how it can overall better them as a team. Motivation. A coach needs high motivation to put effort into staying consistent with their coaching and planning of sessions, allowing them to all be efficient. I'll do this through constant work on the sessions every week, having different drills, new drills, then get feedback off the players, see if they prefer that or the old ones, to make a perfect training session to allow the ability to improve as much as possible through their feedback. More qualities required by a top level coach. All coaches need to be approachable. Players should be able to approach and discuss any personal or team issues with the coach, and the coach should be able to attempt to amend them, provide advice for the player. For example, if a player feels that the team is not including them or they feel a bit left out, they should be able to speak to their coach and the coach should be able to sort that. Secondly, enthusiastic and positive. A coach needs to be visibly enthusiastic and positive about what they're doing and should be happy with their role as a coach for the players. They do this through having a positive mindset. And the way they do this is, no matter how the players are playing, the coach needs to give positive feedback. Negative feedback does not help the players in any way. So with positive feedback, the players stay motivated and everyone stays happy and motivated to keep playing and get better as a team. Thirdly, professionalism. The attitude and presentation of himself reflects how the performers act. Therefore, the coach needs to demonstrate professionalism in front of the performers in order for them to follow in the correct footsteps. For example, a coach can't lose their head when they're coaching or watching a game. Stay calm and collective and keep positive feedback. As soon as the negative feedback starts to come out, the players follow, and then the whole team has negative comments to each other. If you keep it positive and the team stays motivated through positive feedback, the whole team stays motivated and positive. Knowledgeable. A coach must have knowledge of the sport that they are coaching, as well as how to coach it to the performer so they can listen and take in knowledge and implement that into their game. Now, I can do this because I've been playing hockey for 4 years now through the school as well as club. So I know the best drills, the best feedback to provide for these players, which then they can implement into their game to improve their skill and their overall ability. Best practice for a coach in performance and fitness. Equal opportunities. A coach must give all players equal opportunities to succeed and thrive within the team and equally allow them to develop and improve their performance. Secondly, risk assessment of the environment and activity. The role of a risk assessment is to reduce and to remove any potential risk or chance of injury to players, spectators, or coaches. This could be things such as in sports hall, loose equipment, wet floor, any slip hazard, trip hazard, anything that could injure the players overall. Qualifications and CPD. Coaches should have and work towards sporting and coaching qualifications in order to help and improve their overall coaching, which I'm currently working towards with my sports leaders. Administration for coaching. Coaches must complete a number of administrative before, during, and after. Coaches must record attendances and fully plan out sessions. The reason a coach does this is if players aren't turning up, the coach has to find out why. If they're not turning up, they don't get picked for the team. And then the ones that do get picked are the ones that go into every session and improving over time. Safeguarding and DBS checks. A DBS check is a way for employees to check your criminal record to help decide whether you're a suitable person to work for them. This includes deciding whether it is suitable for you to work with children or vulnerable adults. DBS stands for Disclosure and Barring Service. Methods of supporting the development of performance and fitness. Firstly, feedback to individuals. Coaches must be able to provide feedback to players on how to improve. They do this after watching a training session or a game. They analyse how the player is doing, and they speak to the player after the session or the game, give them improvements, what they can do better, how to overall improve their performance. Feedback based on performance. Coaches must be able to produce feedback based on players' performance during a game or a training session. Similar to the first one, obviously just focusing on the game element there. After a player has played a game, the coach is able to speak to them, say how they've played well, how they played bad, what they can do to get better next time, and specific elements they can improve. For example, sprints, endurance, improving physical aspects or skill aspects that would help them for their future games. Feedback to groups. Coaches must be able to provide feedback to a whole group or a team at one time. Key example would be halftime during a game. The coach brings in all the team, gives them an analysed review of the game, how it's going, how they think they could win the next half, what they need to keep consistently doing, what's making the team win, what's making the team lose, and just an overall group discussion and feedback, what could help them win. Hot and cold feedback. The coach must consider and decide the best time to provide feedback for a player or team. Choosing the correct time is very important. When the team's in a high intensity game, those quick shouts at the sideline can really help make a goal or make a win for the team. Simple shouts is all it needs. Goal setting. Outcome and competition goals. A coach must set goals for the players to strive for that focus on a positive, competitive result. Now, all the players need to be motivated, obviously, to win and get better. So having these competitive goals really motivate the players to keep going and to work collectively as a team to achieve these competitive goals. Primary and secondary goals. The final long-term end goal for the performers. There may be a chance to win the season. Long-term goals, be able to do certain things, for example, a strike in the game or a tomahawk, and to be able to get really good shots of that. Long-term goals. During the session and training, a coach should set goals for the performer to aim for during the training session as short-term goals. These would be done weekly during each session. Before the session, coach would go, this is a goal that I want you to do. Maybe you score a certain amount of a type of goal, complete a certain amount of a skill. There's short-term goals that the player should be able to complete by the end of the session. Process goals. Goals set over a long period of time that take time to achieve through practice and repetition. These again may be a certain difficult shots that the player is struggling with. Given these progressive goals, and over time they see improvements little by little, eventually coming out to this huge outcome goal of their desired goal. Long-term seasonal goals. Long periods of time goals set to last a player all season with an important goal set conclusion to achieve. It could be anything the player works towards, but it's got to be very far from where they currently are. So they strive towards it over the time, and they see over the season, they get closer and closer to it, and then they finally achieve it by the end of the season, making it a long-term goal. Future development. A coach will assist a player and provide them with advice in order for them to become better at a skill. For example, helping a player is struggling on a certain type of shot, go over to them, show them what to do with the hand movement, maybe the feet placement. For example, getting an aerial, you've got to hold at the back, help them with the footwork, hand work, help them in the future development of that skill. Technology and sports professionals. Over the last decade, a range of technologies have been introduced to support coaching and the analysis for sports performers. For example, cameras, you've obviously got the obvious VAR, all things that help these coaches, referees see what's going on, how to make improvements after a game and during a game. Examples also show video analysis software, as I mentioned, electronic training logs, heart rate monitors, GPS tracking units, power meters, laboratory testing, online resources. All of these analysing players' stats, showing what they can do to get better, which will overall improve their performance and make them a better player with the team. Technology and sport professionals, supporting professionals. Some professionals working with elite level athletes, sports nutritionists, physiotherapists, chiropractors, osteopaths, sports psychologists, strength and condition coaches. These are all the roles, future roles that I could get into through the coaching, and all these play a key vital roles in helping professionals improve them through feedback, analysing their stats, and just overall improving them as a player. Why I would say I'm perfect for this role. My goal as a coach, my goal is to improve the hockey as much as possible at St Anselm's College through working with Mr Edwards and together coaching the teams. I have excellent knowledge and understanding of hockey. I would like to improve and develop my overall coaching skills, which I've been doing this year through helping with the Year 10s. I'm a role model and would like to present my passion and pass it on to the players at the school. As I've been doing, I've been playing since Year 7 consistently every year, playing non-stop, and I play for club outside of school, so I've got the knowledge of the sport. I have completed my sports leaders, demonstrating my leadership roles and qualities. Thank you.